name is Malikar. Nice to meet you. Before we start, the reaction link is down in the description with the password. And before I start again, I don't know if you guys want me to put like the core reaction part of the episode on YouTube. I think I can put it with voice. I'm watching it dub, as you guys may know. Because if I would have been watching it in Japanese, of course, subtitles, and I could have put the subtitle on that core part. But I think if I'm putting the core part, there's no problem of putting the voice core part of that moment. If you guys want, and it's more at least easily to see the reaction on the mainly part. But of course, in the we still are starting, so it's more like suctioning the base of what's to come. That's how animes work, right? So this one was a good one. The moment, okay, she was vomiting, and I was like, ha 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 ha, hilarious. But when the flashback came and she didn't use a circle of transmutation, I was like, girl. I was like, she did the same as Ed. She did the same as Ed. She did the same as Ed. Like, at this point, the only explanation in which you can use alchemy without a circle of transmutation is by seeing the truth. The truth of truth. The truth within the truth. Everything. And then it comes to the food change. One is all is one. And when Ed gives that big explanation, profound explanation, was cool. But I was like, dude, I do wish I did hear that, like I did watch in my earliest days when, you know, in biology it's like, oh, explain the food change, and I just give that normal explanation that was on the book. But imagine if I would have watched it and I would have used Ed answer in the test. The teacher would be like, oh my goodness, you should go on to the last year, even if you are just starting preschool. No, go to the last year. Your mind is too profound. But that aside, no, it's that. It's that food change. The food change, the life chain, the life chain. Even in a not, I mean, everything is like a living thing except rocks, I think, and water elements. I guess plants are living things, right? Even if they don't have organs, they are living. Okay, my biology is not that strong, but I think leaves, trees, and all are living things, right? Right? Or we call living thing the ones that got organs. Look, I don't know. The point is like everything comes within that chain, and if there is an imbalance in that change, a lot of things break up. If that chain is not controlled, will be a lot of overflowing thing with how you say it, with you know, when you do something wrong and payback, but it's not payback. Thing is, yeah, because I remember one time I was like, I hate toads. Like toad. I don't know if that's the ugly ones, not the one with color and very cute. No, the ugly ones. It's not like I hate them. Like, no, I'm afraid. I'm afraid of them. Like, I will jump to the first person I see if I see a toad. Skin crumbling. I'm like, oh. So one time I remember, a life story. One time I was like, I wish there were no toads when I was little. Before somebody say, oh my goodness, how can you say that? I was like, I wish. And then they explained to me, toads eat flies. Toads eat other thing, but merely flies, I think. If there are no toads, nothing will eat the flies, mainly. So there will be a lot of flies and the chain will break. So we need toads. We need little fish so that the big fish eat. If the big fish doesn't eat the little fish, the big fishes will die. The little fish will overflow, break the chain. So we need to. Oh my god, this is such a cool episode because you get them to enter to like re-understanding the food life chain that I have been explaining all my life. Yeah. So yeah, I was like, she should have done it. She's using it without the circle, and when Al pointed that out, I'm like, oh yeah, you know. And then the flashback came, and she explaining why it was, and the payment is kinda part of your body or a complete being of yourself. I think it depends of the heaviness of what type of living being you're trying to bring. So they're trying to bring their mom. A lot of age comes in, a lot of organ develop has been done. So I guess one part was the payment. The payment was all. The payment was all. Ed saw the truth. Ed came back. So Ed wanted the soul of Al at least, or his brother. So his payment to bring in his brother back was, of course, the arm and the leg. But now it's a more profound understanding of all of that things together. And her was trying to bring their dead child back to life. But of course, a baby is not okay. Sadly, it wasn't. She did say was very ill and could not be carried on in the ward. So the payment was strong. But like they didn't took her. Maybe because the baby was born not breathing or something. So it was kind of like a balancing kind of thing. And maybe the only payment was her internal organs. But it's a different way of perspective, understanding the taboo a little more and more and more. And the freaking that of it and all. Searching and making and smiling from nowhere. I'm like seeing you like a bad guy. I wanted to find the Philosophy Stone. Now, why he wanted the Philosophy Stone if nobody important right now for me? Now the reason about that too. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next one. If you guys want. I don't know.
All the lights, they're passing by, and all my thoughts, they multiply. I see it flash before my eyes.